IgniteHr is a program that we created as a result of creating a community for women that are leading in the innovative space. Because, oftentimes when we think about innovation, we think about pale, male, technology exclusive opportunities. But what we know is that technology is a tool that innovators use. And so through the IgniteHr cohort, we have been able to highlight the stories of women leaders that are really thinking innovatively, creating a variety of programs to meet many of the challenges that entrepreneurs face every day.
All right, my name is Dr. Stacy G. Hollins, and I serve as the Interim Associate Provost of Academic Affairs and the Dean of the Anheuser-Busch School of Business. Innovation to me is about doing things differently, doing new things, enjoying the journey of trying new things, and allowing people to be who they are in the spaces that we have to work in, so that things that are normally done in one way end up being completed in a completely different way that makes it exciting for others that they work with.
My name is Gail Sharp, and I am an Innovation Coordinator for the Center of Innovation and Entrepreneurship. I define innovation as an explosion of ideas and thoughts that are curated through creativity, culture, and community. I also feel like it is through awareness and implementation that those thoughts and ideas are built around the solutions to the challenges that our world presents.
Casey Starr Long. I'm the founder of the So Hope Community Sewing Room. So what we do at the So Hope Community Sewing Room is that we provide a space for the community to come in and learn how to sew, craft, and quilt. But one of the unique things about what we do is that we also exist to form a space for community where people are able to learn how to sew, but they're also able to build friendships. They're also able to build new skills, and they're also able to combine those skills into a form of entrepreneurship.
When I think about innovation, I really love that I'm able to be free to express myself, free to be creative, and free to really look at a way to problem solve my obstacles without having a lot of boundaries. That's how I describe innovation.
It is Pamela K. Dillon, and I am a bishop, actually presiding prelate. In my work, I believe innovation is the creativity of who God is, and it manifests in us as individuals. And so as His creativity, shines forth through us, it causes us to have new ideas, brilliant ideas that He can guide us through because He's seen them before.
My name is Tricia Gordon. I have the pleasure of serving as the Chief Growth Officer with Foster and Adoptive Care Coalition. One of the biggest ways I've been able to be innovative is redefining words to redefine my life. As I shared, transitioning from foster care into adulthood was very challenging. And what got me through that was looking at the word foster in a different mindset. And so that shifted me into what I do today, focusing on turning stumbling blocks into positive stepping stones. And as a result, foster for me means finding opportunities that will strengthen, teach, empower, restore, or release what you need when you need to move forward in life. And so to this day, I've been able to be innovative in redefining hundreds of words that allow me to move forward whenever I am stuck or need some positive guidance. So one of the words that I have been able to redefine that I share with our young people is the word challenge. So at the heart of every challenge is change.
I'm a mother, I'm a mentor, and I'm a magnet. And so with those three, I show forth nurturing people, walking with them until this creative God is formed in them, and they begin to identify who they are.
I think we're progressing if we're trying, even if we're failing along the way. But to allow people to be themselves in spaces, to learn and grow the same way that I did, and to try different things, and to provide that space for them, the funding for them, the platform for them, and bring them into spaces that they would not normally be in.
I really feel like I have a huge responsibility. And part of the responsibility is that I'm creating a space where other Black and brown women can step into the work that I'm in. And I'm creating opportunities by how I present myself, how I'm showing up, giving people an opportunity to see themselves as not only a CEO and a founder, but just as a woman who is proud and secure and confident. And that doesn't have anything to do with my looks or my body, that this really is something that I can do from my mind and my head. So there's a huge level of accountability that I sense. I feel like anytime I get an audience, I owe it to my audience to leave them thinking. That is my obligation to them, and I feel like all of the people who are behind me, my daughter, my granddaughter, they're gonna look at me one day, and I'm hopeful they're gonna find something meaningful in my life. My name is Kira Cherie Cobb. Kira means shining light, Cherie means beloved. I am the CEO and founder of EBB, Entrepreneur Business Basics.
I feel like I'm the accidental entrepreneur, although I know that God doesn't make mistakes. But really because of that experience of almost having to face prison time, that I have a heart and compassion for people in the need of second chances. So what we're doing at So Hope is that we're in the process of creating an entrepreneurship program for people coming out of prison so that they can find healing, they can find income sufficiency, and they also can receive second chances through sewing.
I am hoping that my role helps young people to launch into their passions. I want them to really love what they do and not just use it as a job. I also want them to see themselves ideate and create through innovation, and so that they can solve the world's challenges and be able to insert themselves in different areas of creative tech and design thinking, and be critical thinkers within the world.
So I have been the first in many of my roles. I am the first woman of color to be the executive director of the Center of Innovation and Entrepreneurship. I am an author, I am a speaker, and I have a legacy of curating community spaces for women leaders to thrive, and for women leaders to grow, and entrepreneurs to grow and thrive in their businesses. And so my legacy really is left in each and every one of the entrepreneurs that we have been able to mentor, that we've been able to connect to more funding, to scale, that we've been able to empower. And you know, it's also personal for us. You know, I have 2 daughters that are leading in their own spaces. And so, you know, the legacy that I want to leave as a creative catalyst is for people to know that their uniqueness lies in the creative gifts that they have been given. And so there is a responsibility to develop those, to sharpen those, to use those skills, and to share them with others, because that is the legacy that we all have the opportunity to leave.